Tesla has quietly crossed a line. Over the last few days, it became clear that Tesla is no longer prioritizing cars first. It is fully committing to becoming an AI infrastructure company. If you only look at the stock price, you probably missed this. But if you connect the dots behind the headlines, you can see exactly where Tesla is heading and why short-term market moves don't reflect the real story. In this video, I'm not going to recap news in order. Instead, I'll show you the single direction these updates point to and why this matters for long-term Tesla investors. Hi, this is Ken. From Sunday to this morning, Tesla released several updates that didn't move the stock much, but strategically, this was one of the clearest periods we've seen in a while. Not because of what was announced, but because of how consistent the message was. Tesla is reorganizing itself around AI, designing AI, training AI, and deploying that AI into the physical world. Let's break down what that actually means. The most important signal came from AI and semiconductor development. Elon Musk stated that Tesla's next generation in-vehicle AI chip, known as AI5, is nearly finished in design. But the key point isn't that a new chip is coming. The real signal is this. Tesla plans to redesign its AI chip roughly every 9 months. That timeline is extremely unusual in the automotive world. Traditionally, car hardware evolves in multi-year cycles, a new vehicle platform, then a refresh, then maybe another update years later. Tesla is not following that logic anymore. A 9-month cadence is a software and semiconductor mindset, not an automotive one. This tells us where Tesla sees its real battlefield. Not in sheet metal or model years, but in compute, learning speed, and iteration velocity. And this is where Tesla begins to separate itself structurally, not just competitively. What makes this more than just talk is what's happening on the manufacturing side. Reports indicate that Samsung's Texas facility is already preparing for mass production of AI5 and even the generation after that, AI6. So this is not a concept roadmap. Design, manufacturing, and deployment are already being aligned. When you see that kind of coordination, it means internal conviction is high, capital is being committed, and timelines are real. Now, at this point, it's important to pause and connect this to the bigger picture. Tesla is not designing chips for performance alone. It's designing chips that are optimized for its own AI models, trained on its own data, and deployed across its own fleet. This is vertical integration at the intelligence level, and that naturally leads us to the next layer of Tesla's strategy, how Tesla trains that intelligence in the first place. That's where things get even more interesting. That brings us to Tesla's AI training infrastructure, and this is where many people underestimated what was happening. Over the last few days, it became clear that Tesla is restarting development on Dojo, its in-house supercomputer designed specifically for training autonomous driving and robotics AI. This is important, not because Dojo is bigger or faster than other systems, but because it is purpose-built. It's designed around Tesla's data, Tesla's models, and Tesla's real-world deployment needs. Tesla is not just running AI, it is shaping how that AI learns. What makes this even more interesting is that Dojo is not Tesla's only AI training pillar. At the same time, xAI is building massive training facilities, including what has been described as a gigawatt scale system. So Tesla's AI strategy isn't linear, it's layered. Training environments, custom silicon, and physical platforms where AI operates in the real world. Most companies control one of these layers. Tesla is actively integrating all of them. That kind of alignment is rare and it compounds over time. At this point, a lot of viewers may be thinking about one uncomfortable question. What about existing Tesla owners, especially those driving vehicles with older hardware like HW3? Are they being left behind? Over the last few days, Tesla quietly answered that question as well. Tesla published technical information showing how newer generation AI models, originally designed for more powerful hardware, can continue running on older systems through optimization and architectural changes. This is not about matching peak performance, it's about continuity. Tesla is choosing not to fragment its fleet. Instead, it's keeping the intelligence layer unified and adapting it to different hardware constraints. From an investor perspective, this matters a lot. It protects fleet scale, it preserves data flow, and it reinforces the idea that Tesla sees its entire fleet as a long-term asset, not disposable hardware. Now let's move from AI and infrastructure to actual business execution. This is where Cybercab comes in. Robotaxi often sounds like a distant future concept, but recent details suggest Tesla is designing it with near-term reality in mind. One example is charging. While wireless charging has been emphasized, there are strong indications that physical charging ports may remain part of the design. That may sound small, but strategically, it's huge. It means Cybercab can operate using today's infrastructure, not tomorrow's promises. This isn't a demo-first product. It's a system designed to work, scale, and generate revenue. And this brings us to the stock price. Tesla's share price moves daily based on macro conditions, earnings expectations, and overall market sentiment. But what Tesla is building right now doesn't fit neatly into quarterly narratives. AI chip cycles, training infrastructure, autonomous service platforms. These are long horizon investments. The disconnect between short-term price action and long-term strategy is real, and it's exactly where long-term investors need to focus. So let's summarize what the last few days actually showed us. Rapid AI chip iteration, moving at tech industry speed, massive purpose-built AI training infrastructure, a unified fleet strategy that avoids abandoning older vehicles, and a robotaxi platform designed to operate in the real world, not just on slides. Tesla is rebuilding itself around AI from the ground up. This kind of transformation doesn't show up clearly in earnings reports. It doesn't always move the stock immediately, but when you step back and look at the direction, not the noise, the picture becomes much clearer. As a long-term investor, the question isn't what Tesla does next quarter. It's whether this architecture compounds over the next decade. And right now, all the signals point in the same direction. Let's keep watching this together. Before we wrap up, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I drive a Tesla Model Y, and at home, I've installed a Tesla Powerwall, so I actually charge my car with solar energy. I truly believe Tesla is shaping the future, and that's why I share the latest news and insights here on this channel. I'm from Japan, but I want to connect with Tesla fans all around the world. That's why I also create an English version of my videos. YouTube now lets you switch the audio into your own language, so you can enjoy it in whatever language you prefer. Most of all, I'd love to connect with Tesla fans everywhere so we can support Tesla together. I also share updates on X, so feel free to follow me there and let's connect. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.